Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.
Oh, right. What's up, y'all? So this is Thursday. So Mother's Day is coming up on Sunday. How do y'all boys feel about Mother's Day? You guys are fathers to beautiful daughters, and just want to hear y'all perspective on it. With how do y'all treat the children of your mothers? I'm sorry, the mothers of your children on Mother's Day.
Okay. Well, I'll start. First of all, Mother's Day. Like, I love my mom. Shout out to my mom.
You know?
All right.
Yeah. So that's the first thing, Mother's Day. But yeah, I like Mother's Day. I celebrate it. I'm good with it. Like, I think that mother of my daughter is cool also, so I celebrate with her as well. Like, I might get her something nice, something like cool, cause she does a good job, I think. So I celebrate from that perspective.
So I think Mother's Day became a little bit more serious, like, because now we've had a hand in making someone a mother. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So now it's a little bit more serious for me. Like, I take it a little bit more seriously. So
all that good sentimental shit. Fuck. Like, shout out to my mother. However, I don't know that I really care about celebrating Mother's Day, you know, for my daughter. You know, like, my daughter's mom is not, you know, my mother, so fuck am I really like going out of my way for? But I will say though, you know, in the previous years, whether we were together or not, I always try to make an effort to, you know, show her she's appreciated.
Right.
But that's when, you know, we're in good standings, you know. Like, shit been rough the last couple months. I don't know. This shit kind of tough. Yeah, fuck that. I mean, you might get a gift card.
I need to.
Okay,
but that's something. A gift card, something. That's all it has to be. It doesn't have to be. It don't got to be $1,000 purse.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys with the jokes, huh?
Just to show that you still love the love of the love of having the child is there. She's a mother. She takes care of your child. You know what I mean? So
right.
That's how you give Mother's Day. I give it in the sense that you're doing an all right job. You keep up the good work.
It's like a gold star from.
Yeah.
Really? That's literally all it is.
I would think it's the day of like me to show my appreciation, regardless of what you're doing. It's like, thank you for having me. You know what I mean?
To your mother.
I mean, for all mothers, and I feel like most mothers that I know are doing a good job.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you on Mother's Day, regardless of the relationship you have with them, do you just at least honor them? Like, I appreciate you for being a mother to our children, our child or children, for example.
I think you should.
Right.
It's a good gesture. It's a good gesture.
It's kind of tricky. I mean, I have done so thus far. However, it just kind of matters. I mean, it depends on where I'm at with her, like, in the situation. If we're not on good terms, man.
What I got to do with her motherhood skills?
I mean,
mothering.
I can text you Happy Mother's Day. That's about it.
Okay.
But
I mean, it's something. It's still an appreciation. Yeah. Like, I mean, it's the society that tells you must buy a gift on Mother's Day and Grandparents' Day and all these shit. Like, it's just the day set apart to show your appreciation for them. And some people's for a gift, maybe something is, maybe you don't text her normally, and then you just say, "Hello, you're a great mother. Happy Mother's Day," and then it might go noticed.
Yeah. You know,
you're not with it.
It's funny because the last few years, like, even if I didn't go all the way out for her, you know, when we worked together, she still did, like, she surprised me one Father's Day. You know, bought me some shades, took me out to, I think it was dinner and a movie.
Were y'all together?
We weren't together. We were actually on a break, so it kind of made me feel some type of way. We weren't smashing, but it made me feel some type of way. I was like, damn, dog, like.
And you didn't do nothing.
I ain't do shit for her. You know, I did, but nothing to that extent. I probably bought her
a purse.
Come on, man. I bought her something, but it wasn't really like I went all out. I didn't go do the dinner and the movie and all that. So
I don't think the money aspect has to do with it. It's just a show of appreciation. Yeah. That's the gesture.
I'm materialistic, and I think that I think she was too. So for us, that was part of our love language. You know.
Okay.
It was gifts.
The amount spent means how much I love you.
Well, she ain't love me too much. I mean, in that situation, she did kind of do. It's like I could tell she still kind of cared because she bought me some nice shit she never bought when we were together. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
and that's the thing. That's what I was trying to get at was like that obviously she means that she has a certain level of respect for you, regardless of your relationship. She values your fatherhood. So I'm saying, as on Mother's Day, do you guys regardless of how you feel about a married or relationship or not.
Still show that appreciation.
Still know that. And you guys do that. You saying you did, Tony?
For sure. I think you have to. That's like it's only one day out of the year that you get to show some type of appreciation.
Yeah.
So just go ahead and do it. It's really 24 hours. Get it out the way and keep it moving.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Like, because I know a lot of people, they think that you showing out for Mother's Day, like even like some of your current like people might be like, oh damn, why you still buying gifts for your baby mama or like stuff like that. I don't think one has anything to do with the other. It doesn't show how much you care. It just shows that, hey, you're doing a good job.
I think it makes you look better as a man to still acknowledge your past. You know what I mean? For their duties as a mother.
I'm right there with you. I don't.
It should be seen that way.
Man, it should be. It's not always, but it should be.
Do you see it as a responsibility of yours?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I don't have to do anything. Like I don't have to like just like you said. If I want to just send a text like, "Yo, Happy Mother's Day," you're a chip off the old block. Then you better just, you better just take that because you don't have to do it. Like we made a baby together. That's your only gift. The child is the gift.
Because it comes back to like what Mike said. You're technically not my mother. I'm not supposed to celebrate you, but I'm doing it out of kindness of my heart. So
for my daughter, pretty much. She can't go to the store and buy something. She can't really write a card. So it'll be me, making the purchase, the financial, taking on the financial responsibility of handling whatever it is that I think that my daughter would like to give to us.
Yeah, you tell your daughter put like her hand in paint and put her palm print.
Yeah, just something like that. But that's thoughtful. That's creative. That's like
That's for white moms. I know my baby mom. Like she not. I mean, she like, oh, it's cute.
Where's the Louis purse?
Yeah, like where's the purse at? Like, at least that's my opinion.
It's tough. It's tough though. I mean, on Mother's Day, we all obviously everybody here loves their mother. I'm sure all men love their mothers.
Yeah, for the most part.
For the most part, they're all pretty good ladies. And do y'all see yourselves like when you're looking for women to see parts of your mother in them?
Hell no.
Whoa.
No, why you say that? I was not expecting that.
So my mom is very, intelligent, but she's also very argumentative, and I've seen this over the years.
Okay.
So like, I think when you're able to see your mom, and the best of her and the worst of her. I've noticed she's very argumentative, but so am I, and that's something I don't want in my partner. Especially with, I don't know about your parents, but Nigerian moms, they real demanding and I won't say controlling, but a lot of them run the household. I know growing up as a kid, I didn't really run to my dad to tell him anything. If I wanted anything, I told my mom, "Hey, Mom, I'm going to the park. Mom, I want to go to the field trip," and she made it happen. Right. My dad didn't hear about shit from me. My mom, if you wanted something, you wanted some shoes, clothing, go out of town, I'm asking Mom, and she's going to make it happen. Dad just comes in, gets the okay, and throws the money out. Right. But Mom handled everything.
So that means you're a mama's boy then?
Nah. I mean,
I think you're a mama's boy.
You're a replicate of her. You just said everything that you don't
want. You're like junior to your mom, right? You're a junior to your mom.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, you are though.
Yeah. My mom and then me and it started from her dad. So her dad was Michael. She's whatever. Then you have me. And then I have my daughter Michaela. So
all y'all juniors of each other. Like,
pretty much.
So you're mama's boy. So
nah, we're not gonna do that because mama boy is meaning that
What does that mean?
You're just like her.
No, we have same characteristics. I'm not looking to my mom to save me or spoil me or take care of me. That's what a mama boy is to me.
Okay.
I'm not. Yeah. We're alike. We have some of the same characteristics, but we don't get along. We bump heads heavy.
That's cool. But you're breastfeeding until you're 6, right?
Come on, man.
It's Game of Thrones.
I would say like a mama's boy is like like. I don't know if I am though, but I seek to, when I have with two parents, I seek for my mom to have like, you are the emotional supporter. So like if my mom says like, "Oh, you're doing great, son," that means I know I'm doing great. You know what I'm saying? Like if my dad says it's like, "All right, it's cool," but like when my mom says it, she supports me. Like she feels me, if that makes sense. Like my dad doesn't feel me. He like, do this, get this done, do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, so if that makes me a mama's boy, then all right. Like, I guess a mama's boy, my wife has to like my mom. If that makes me a mama's boy,
I would think the definition of a mama's boy is, there's a relationship with you and your mom that can possibly interfere with the relationship you have with your partner.
Right.
You know, like,
well,
my mom said I shouldn't, go to the mall with you and take you shopping, like,
or date women like you. My mom doesn't like you, so I don't like you.
Oh, that's where I'm at.
No, what? But that's not out of here. You married?
No, but they're good though. Like if they weren't good, we not married.
Really?
Oh yeah. That's not even like that's not like a question in my mind.
Is it because you trust your mom's judgment?
For sure. That's
or
exactly right.
you're just a mama's boy? Like she has to like because you love her. You know what I mean?
Both. Honestly, everything you just said is because I trust my mother's judgment. She obviously pushed me out of her vagina and watched me grow 30 plus years, so she knows what She knows like,
you inside and out.
Like when I'm trying to pretend to be something and I'm not, she knows that. When I'm doing this, she knows that. She knows that I'm this smart, not that smart, X, Y, and Z. So if you don't see any of that, no.
So I know that you said like your women don't meet your mom very early in a relationship.
Yes.
So you've already built a relationship with the females, and if your mom still doesn't like her,
then it's dead.
It's still dead.
That means it's something I missed.
Oh,
Yeah, it's something I missed.
See, I think the thing is you gotta understand too. With mothers, they're not perfect. So a lot of times, for whatever reason, maybe the first time your wife came in the house, or the first time she met your wife, she had on something too short.
Yeah, the shorts. Yeah.
Maybe she didn't have, she wore something, or maybe she didn't even acknowledge her when she first walked in the door.
Or did what like you're supposed to do
like,
in our culture.
Has no respect.
Right.
Like
so,
how could she not?
You got to really get down to the reason why there's an issue.
Right.
As opposed to just saying, well, fuck it.
She don't like her. I don't like her.
It. I don't have to get down to the reason. when I was graduating, getting a white coat ceremony. My ex at the time, she was driving up with my mom, my dad, and my sister. My dad was like, "Yo, would you mind driving half the way?" Because he just got off work and he was tired. And she was like, "No, like I have a back problem." Like,
who said no?
The ex.
Oh, shit.
My mom was like, "You would never make it." My mom said from then she knew that we wouldn't be together no more.
Yeah, that was wild as fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's a legitimate reason, though.
No, it's really not when you're dealing with parents.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So mothers have that like
right. You disrespect.
Intuition. Yeah, you would never make
I mean, I guess she should have offered some part of the way. I can do 2 hours.
She said no, like my back, and I think my mom was saying like if she has a bad back, she can't bear children.
Lazy woman.
I guess.
And that's the thing. I guess that's a two-sided coin. Like I guess like with you, I guess with women, your mom would always take your side and look for your best interest. Like my mom would always do the exact opposite. Like I would bring women to the crib, and my mom would be like, "Yo, what are you even doing with him? Like you don't have no job." Yo, he used to be the direct.
I have another. I'm good with my other side.
He's not the one. I don't know where you went wrong in life, but he's not the one. Like, and so he used to be the opposite. Like,
but that's funny though, because then she kind of checking the woman and telling the woman she's not even good. Then how could you let yourself like a guy like this? Like something must be wrong with you also.
Yeah, no, my mom's tough. Like she's a single mom, obviously. So like she had to owe her own unique role. But I know like a lot of times, like, I'm not the favorite. I know I'm not a mama's boy. Back to like our point, we was just saying like I know I'm not for sure. Like I'm not the favorite at all. But like I knew that like when women came over and she would shit on me, we blood right now. What you got going on? Like, I mean,
you got to be like, my mom. She's
she's tough.
Yeah. What's funny, what I did appreciate about my mom was that, I remember when I was in college and I stayed in the dorms, like I would come home during the summer, had a room at my parents' house. And she was okay with me bringing chicks over to smash. Like my old girl was like a team player. Like I remember
that was the mom.
The first time she caught me having sex, man, the girl was just like was riding me. And my mom opened the door.
Balls, baby.
My mom opened the door. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh shit!" So I just kind of like froze up. The girl froze up, and then she's like, "Tell her she gotta go." So she ran out the house. And I'm like, "Mom, what the fuck you doing, man? I'm having sex. Like I'm a man. Like I'm not gay. Like, so I kind of flipped it on her. Like, would you rather me go to her house and fuck her so her dad can shoot me, or would you rather me go to a hotel and spend $150 on a night for a 20-minute nut?" And she just laughed and she was like, "Oh, call her back." Yeah. So from that point on, like in college, every summer I would bring chicks home. I remember even Steve used to sometimes like, "Mike, man, I got a bitch, man. Your old girl home?" Asked if I could come through. Like she was just that cool mom.
She's cool.
But I also realized, like, in the same breath, she used that shit again. She's like, "Oh, so how many girls have you brought me around this month?" I'm like, "Mom, come on, man. Like, you know what we doing here." So,
you know what we doing here is crazy.
You know how we get down.
Yeah, I mean, but I've always had a good and bad relationship with her. You know, because we're so alike, we fuse, we bump heads. So, but at the same time, she's somebody who's very open and easy to talk to. So, yeah. And my dad gets jealous of the situation sometimes. He's like, "Damn,
because you're a mama's boy." That's what I'm telling you. You don't know you're a mama's boy, but you are
completely.
Because I don't care about her opinion in regards to anything. If I meet a girl and she's like, "Mike, you know, I'm trying to be nice to your mom. She doesn't like me." I'm like, "Man, I'm not fuck the old girl, but man, don't worry about her. She'll be alright." You know,
because you're a mama's boy, your mom gives you that pass to say stuff like that and to be okay with it.
Because, you know, at the same time, like, to me, John is the mama's boy. So, my brother lives in California. You know, when he comes in town, nigga, the whole house gets shut down. She's, we need to cook, we need to clean. She's changing the blinds. She's sweeping the floor. She's steaming the house.
But hold on to that point, because that's the point I was gonna make to Mike earlier. Like, there's a fine line between mama's boy and golden child, because like we all know golden children, right? They're like the favorite, the like prize, the golden possession. But also mama's boy, like you said, you go to your mommy for everything. Like, oh, mommy, I gotta talk to you. Oh, you know, I can't talk to dad. You know, like you know how you are.
Not everything. That's not how.
Yeah, you can have sex in my house, Michael. What the fuck?
That's not everything. That's all, I mean, you gotta understand, like. To me, I just feel like relationships, like a mother and son relationship, you have to be able to have that kind of conversation. My dad, I'm able to talk to him as well, but my mom is just the more easygoing person in the household.
Oh, okay, just for your house specifically.
But she's also the man in the house too. Like, she don't.
Yeah.
If my mama say some shit, my dad ain't even second guessing it. Okay. My mom can say,
that's peace.
You know,
that's for sure. You got
no problem.
That's something I'm still learning. You know
that's peace.
You got to let them have it sometimes, but
sure.
My dad just wasn't. I mean, he worked a lot, so we didn't see him as often. You know,
so your mom was just there.
My mom was just naturally the one to talk to.
Yeah.
No, I get that. It's just that like mothers, like, and I think that like, I think we touched on it like for a second. Like, it affects your relationships now. The relationship you have with your mom, because it's like the complex, the fucking
Oedipus.
Yeah,
right.
that shit. Like the how your mom treated you and how you treated your mom in a relationship is how you gonna like affect women, or how you gonna like you know. As you grow older, like it's
you rather look for it, or you're looking for the exact opposite.
Yeah,
right. Like, I do not want that. Right. One or the other. Yeah.
No, it warms my heart when my wife and my mom are like
together having conversations without you
having a laugh or having a whatever. Like it's
it should.
It does. But not only does it warm my heart, it's like I almost required this.
You need that.
Yeah, I require this. This has to happen.
I'm the opposite. Like if I brought a girl home and I'm in love with her, like, and I like really like her, mom would say you don't like her. Well, mom, you come on, you don't know. You don't know.
Yeah. I'm there too. Like I'm just at it with my mom so much now that it's like. And I guess because I'm the only child that still lives in Miami, you know, I have my sisters in, you know, Tampa, my brothers in California. So with me being the one that they see the most, it's like, oh, just this nigga again. Like,
you get scrutinized the most.
It's just you. Like, oh, yeah. So I can't lie. I don't give a fuck about her opinion at this point. Like, if I find a woman who's respectable and you know, loving and ready to love me, and my mom, for whatever reason, doesn't like it, it is what it is, you know?
So I would say I've always found a woman that's loving and that's respectful, but my mom has always been that person in my ear is telling me exactly what I'm missing. So it's like I do care what she says because she finds what you miss.
But you know
and she knows women better than I do.
He's the last one. He's the baby boy.
That don't mean, you know.
Yeah, so you're the
youngest.
Yeah, I'm the youngest, not the baby.
Privileged.
I'm for sure not the baby. My sister's the baby. I'm not the baby. But
you're not the youngest?
I'm the youngest, but I'm not the baby. They take care of her more than they take care of me.
But you're still the baby. You're the
I'm the youngest.
Born.
I'm the last one, the youngest. Yeah. So I mean, everyone else probably would say that I was like the prize child, but not really though.
And no, you saying that because it's you?
No, probably. But it does affect. It does affect my relationship with my mom, though. You know what I mean? In a good way. Like I do go for her for a lot of stuff because my mom's very, very direct, very, very straightforward. And so that's why I come off a lot the way I am too. So she rubbed off a lot on me too.
So you would say your mom's opinion
matters a lot
to your relationships.
Yeah, because over time I've noticed that she was always been right.
Benny.
I get that. No, it's okay. I'm not shaming y'all for being mama's boy.
Oh, we're not shaming. We're not shaming. No. I'm with it. Like he just said, everything he just said, I totally agree with. Like over time, I realized, like, you know what, you got it. You're right.
Well, over time, my mom would be like, "Yo, no, it's cool. Just do what you want. Find who you like. Whoever you love, I'll love them because you love them." I'm like, "You're a good mom." You know, so.
My mom will pull me to the side and be like, "What are you doing with her? She will ruin your life. What are you doing? You're not thinking." I was like, "All right, at that point, you're like, whatever, mom. It is what it is." In the end,
exactly.
Shit come true though. You be like, "Damn, I could have saved this headache." But it just listen.
Yeah, that happened a few times in the past.
I get that. Like,
a few times.
I remember when my old girl, the first girl I brought home was my prom date. In 12th grade, and my mom was like, thank God you have a woman that you're not gay. I knew my son would never be gay. I was like, damn, bro, I didn't even know you had these ideas going on, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not. So she was right again.
Yeah, no, I remember the first woman I brought home, since you were just on there, I brought her home, like, one of my first exes, and she was like, wow, why does she look so old? Like, what? How old is she?
Damn, kid.
Because she used to wear wigs before wigs were cool. Like, this was like 2008, so it wasn't really like now. She'd be like, your girl, take off your wig. You don't even blink an eye. But back in the day, bitch, where's your hair? So, it was a different time.
That was, man. I mean, and now, like, moving forward, like I said, you guys have, daughters that you're raising. Like, I could just imagine how, do you want your daughters to resemble their mothers?
No.
Damn, why? What the fuck?
Okay, well, there you go. I mean, maybe not as an individual, but as the individual as themselves, like, say hardworking, nurturing. Obviously, they nurture their children, caring.
Right, because the relationships are different.
The relationships are different. The one you have with their mother is the one they have.
So
different. Yeah.
Her as a parent.
Even her as a parent, I still see some flaws in her.
Everybody, you have everybody.
But even still, like, I saw flaws before she even got pregnant. Not saying no. She's a great mother. Don't get it twisted. But I remember she didn't want to have kids when I first met her. And she was. I didn't see her as a nurturing type. Like what I was seeing a mother, someone who wants to be home with their kids and always with the child. She still wanted to go. Like, I'm going out with my girls. I'm going out with my girls. So I wouldn't want my daughter to be like that. I wouldn't want her to, take on that type of.
Like personality.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't want that for her.
Could it be like your expectations of what you thought a mother should be versus what reality is? Like she can still go out and have a good time.
Yeah, true.
And she still want to have fun. Her life not over because she had a kid.
True, but I also see a friend of mine who is more of what I'm looking for as a mother.
Okay.
For one of my friends that you guys probably seen on the podcast before. Queen Elizabeth, I think was her Instagram name. Anyway, her name is Whitney, and she's when I say the nurturing, she's a stay-at-home mother. She has her businesses and everything, but she homeschools her kids. Her kids come first in everything. You won't ever see her in a club. You won't ever see her run around with friends. It's like her marriage and her life is her safe space and her happy place. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if I could have chose to be with someone like that, I would have chose that.
So,
how about you guys? What's your opinion on that? Would you want your daughters to be like their mothers?
Go ahead. Okay, my fault. Yeah, I would want my daughter to be just like her mom, because her mom, like, aside from our relationship, she's a good person. She's a caring person. She, like, her mind is clear. She knows what she wants. She knows, like, she's hardworking. She does, like, she has her trash shit. Everybody has their trash shit. Does. But overall, like, I know that she'll teach her good things, which is why, like, we cool. Like, I would want her to be like her. If she turns out just like her, like a mirror image, I'll be cool with that.
Right.
So I think, like, once the baby came into play, all sacrifices came into play also. Like, I've seen, like, with Tina, like, everything started changing. Everything we did was for the baby. Like, even if everything considered the baby, you know what I mean? And it was just like, damn. We completely stopped traveling. I don't know if y'all realize it. Like, everything was like, let's plan for the baby. Let's make sure we have this ready. let's do this. Like, we got so many fucking clothes, you know what I mean, for the baby that she's never even touched. Like everything, our whole life just guided towards that. And I mean, I love it. Like, it's exactly what you want to see within the mother of your child.
Like you would want your daughter to have that sacrificial kind
exactly.
Like,
so what about your first child's mother? What about that?
I would say the same too. Like everything was solid. Exactly solid.
It was like it changed and like okay. So that was an interesting point that you made. You said if you would have went back, all the nurturing and like because it sounds to me like you're looking for a specific type of woman.
Yeah.
So let's say hypothetically you do meet a woman and everything about her is great and she drops the nuke on you like, oh hey, like I don't really want kids or I don't see myself as a nurturing type. Does that change the dynamic for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this day and age with how easily females are what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know why I started drinking when I pod. But
manipulated.
Manipulated, even with like the city girls and the Megan Thee Stallions.
Okay.
Your daughter has to have a
certain kind of nurturing.
No, not even nurturing. She just has to have a
sense, education,
role model,
self-worth.
Okay.
She has to have an example.
Example.
And I think if she lacks that, then she ends up like a city girl, like
so,
she ends up looking to what her friends are doing and the type of lifestyle they're living in, as opposed to formulating her own, lifestyle based on what she's seen with her mother. There's a very important bond that goes on with the mother and the daughter, and if she doesn't have a motherly figure or someone who's nurturing to love her and tell her what's going on with her body and the changes.
Yeah, nigga, you could tell her what's going on with her body. You could do everything the mom doing.
You can, but I don't have it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to be able to be.
No, you're right. It's still something missing if the mother's not there in the girl's life. Like, she's gonna grow up with mommy issues some type of way.
Okay, so let's not say girl's life. Let's just say a child's life.
Child's life,
girls or boys, right?
Okay.
So like, do you guys think that women have a natural maternal instinct? Every woman has it that no man could never get, no matter how good of a parent he is, that only women can have.
I don't.
What I've learned is because I'm a feminist. Yeah.
Okay.
So what I've learned is that. So I used to believe that women are natural nurturers and men are natural providers, or hunter gatherers type shit.
Okay.
And then feminists told me that that's harmful to women. That to expect them to be natural nurturers, to expect that as soon as they push out the kid from the vagina or have it through their C-section, they automatically know what to do.
Yeah.
They know how to hold up the neck. They know how to fucking do this, do that. And
that's not true.
That's not true.
Right, it's learned spirit.
So they're not better at it than you, and which is I believe that they are, but I've learned that they are not.
They aren't. They just like you. Just might. I think
that's feministic approach.
The mentality.
Hey man,
the mentality is like, okay, boom. So since you guys are good at, you go ahead and you take care of that. I'll do this, and then you go ahead and take care of the baby and do what you learn all that because I'm not good at it. You just don't even take an interest. Like I remember, like when my daughter was born, like. I remember I was at church one day, like changing her diaper, like, and then one of like our older uncles was like, "Oh wow, you know how to change a diaper?" I'm like, "Nigga,
yeah." It was funny because one of them told me this shoot too. One of the uncles was like, "Oh, you waking up in the middle of the night changing the babies?" I was like, "Yeah, uncle, like didn't tell me this shit." He was like, "Nah, man." He like,
that's
I would look at my wife and tap her and roll back over, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And that's toxic masculinity.
Yeah,
but
it really is.
For me, I was so hands on. I wanted my daughter. I had wanted her from her name was picked out when I graduated high school.
Okay.
So once she was born, I already knew what her first name and her last name was going to be. So I took on the responsibility. With open arms. I wanted it so bad. I already had her name picked. She looked like me, and she's my twin. So everything about her. I didn't even have to really reach out to her mom to do a lot. Like I would wake up in the middle of the night, it's my night tonight, and get up and feed her and shit like that.
That's exactly the point I'm getting to. I think that like us selling the narrative that like women are the natural nurturers, like they're naturally by God's gift are just better. Like no, that's not true. Like you have to learn it. You have to have a zeal to learn it. And if we teach our sons that women do it, they naturally know how to do it, so just leave it for them. You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna take an interest in it. But if you like want to do, you're gonna be able to do everything that she can do, because that's how I was. I want to be able to do everything that you can do aside from breastfeeding, because Dolly tried to breastfeed once, and that shit's weird.
That shit's weird, right?
That shit was weird, dog.
You feel the same way?
I completely agree. Like, I feel like I always wanted to be the man that can take care of everything for my child. You know what I mean? Baths, diapers, bottles, everything. So when she's not there, she can feel comfortable that the baby's left in a good place.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? Even now, like the nanny comes over at like 7:30. Tina goes to work before me some days. So I have the baby on my hip. I'm washing bottles, and I can see it's a Nigerian nanny. So she's just watching me, staring at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, no, bitch, this is my baby. Like, I don't care. Whatever you thinking about, like, this is mine. Like, I'm going to take care of it.
Yeah.
Right.
All that old school shit does not apply in my house at all.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I mean, I'm with you. Like, having like a nanny, for example, which a Nigerian nanny, which is great because Nigerian moms are fucking like super moms. They just feel like it's on them. I have to do this.
Everything.
Right.
I don't need the man. He could just do whatever he wants to do. I'm going to take care of this kid because that's my role. That's my responsibility.
Right.
We don't live in that time anymore.
Nigerian moms will wash the car outside, mow the lawn with a baby on the back and a wrapper.
Right.
Like they just superb.
Super moms.
Pounding yam.
And,
the baby.
I mean, but that could speak to like why. I think Nigerians are like the new model minority where like a lot of them have so many professional degrees, so many this and that. Maybe it's because the mothers are so involved.
Yeah.
True.
Maybe.
It could be.
Maybe.
Because mothers are important. They're like you said, it's an emotional tie. Like your dad can tell you like, come to you like, well, I don't have a dad, but I can assume that he'd be like, yo, yeah, you did good, son. You know, that's not so bad. But mothers might go more in depth. They might take another level. Instead of like a sentence, it might be a paragraph. It might be a whole in depth thing and tell you about your feelings and like, you know, shit like that.
No, my mom was kind of cutthroat though. Like, I don't know how to say it, but nigga, I would be fucking up in elementary school. She would come to the school, slap me in front of the school, go to the principal and say, you can't beat my son.
Oh,
what? Nigga, I got 6 beatings that day. Like, everybody used to beat my ass. Like,
and that's what's wild. I remember the same shit happened to me in high school.
Oh shit! High school, I got a mustache.
Nigerian moms, I don't know what it is about them telling that everybody could beat you. But I remember I was in high school. I was clowning with my homegirl Alice in chemistry class. My teacher at the time was a Nigerian guy. And we were in class clowning me and my homegirl, and he was like, "Oh, you want to show out, Michael? I got something for you." Nigga called the football coach. Football coach called my mom. Mom said, "Oh, Coach Dunn. Beat him. Go ahead and beat him." And sure enough, he called me out in front of the class. Mike, bring your black ass out here. Took me in the bathroom, whipped my ass with a bat because he had like one of those plastic bats.
Plastic bat.
Plastic bat and silicone, whatever it is. Whipped my ass in the bathroom.
Like for fraternities?
Nah,
I don't know.
More like a baseball
those are
bat.
alphas.
Yeah, those are but more like a plastic bat that you would have to give a kid or something. Took me in the bathroom, whipped my ass. And I had to come back in the class in front of everybody.
In high school.
And even to this day. So my mom and I work in the same department, right? Not in the same county, but in different counties. And so she ran into one of my, supervisors or something. And she was like, "Oh, we work with your son." And she's like, "Yeah, he be acting out. You can beat this girl."
As an adult.
I'm 35 years old.
I'm 34 years old. Don't tell any hoes to touch me, man. Like, at some point, you got to let that shit go.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's how mothers are.
Nigerians wild.
I think it's Nigerian mothers.
No, but a lot of mothers, they never see you as an adult. Like, they
Never.
never. Because I remember, like, even this past Christmas, I think my old girl tried me with something. And, like, it was when her brother was down from Canada. And then he's like, "Hold on, like, how you gonna talk to him? Like, this is a grown ass man he talking about. Like,
they don't see it.
But then we, on the other hand, like, I still call my mom mommy.
I do too.
I was like, "Mommy, X, Y, and Z." So that makes me sound like a kid.
No, because you.
So what you gonna?
For sure.
What you gonna call her by her first name?
No, but like mom.
It kind of supposed to like
transform, right? Man, it's all the same shit.
I only know her as mommy. This is your name. I know you have a real name, but this is what I know you as.
Mommy.
Yeah, I call her mom.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I was thinking about too is like one unique thing about mothers that differentiates from fathers is that when they have a kid, they go through bodily changes. Mm-hmm. So this is like, not to say that they've fallen off or whatever, but like, it's they're giving their like sacrifice their body, literally their body, like their shape for you and the child. So that's something that's unique to them because now they're like. Now they have to like, damn. Now I gotta take care of this kid.
They're finished.
Yeah. I was trying to avoid saying that. But it was like, shit. You know what I'm saying? They got that flab.
It's a trade off.
Right? Yeah.
Craggy tits.
Titty starts sagging. It's like it's the trade off. They give
their life for life. This life.
Yeah.
And
so that's
and as a man, you just got to pay for them to get their tests done after that.
Okay. So you wouldn't be opposed to doing it?
I mean, so I had a talk with my daughter's mom actually. She was like, "Man, these shits done. These bitches ain't perky no more." And I ain't gonna lie.
That's a Mother's Day gift that you could give her.
I'm not spending $10 grand or $5 grand on that shit, but she had very, very perkies. It went from a 10 maybe to a 7 or an 8. They still goddamn good to me. They're still beautiful, but
she sees it different.
She sees it differently. So I'm like, yeah, you know what she was. After you have maybe 1 or 2 more for me, then I think about paying for it. But
the mommy makeover, they call it.
Yeah, you got to do that. You have to. I think in this day and age, because women are so self-conscious.
Yeah.
No, and I get it too, because like it does a lot to their body. They go through extreme
stretch marks,
and that was one thing that I didn't know. Like before, like a woman got pregnant, because you'd be like, oh, okay, your belly gets big for about 9 months, 10 months, and then you let the baby out.
Back, right?
That is not true.
That's
not absolutely not true. Their feet get swollen. They get all kinds of a lot of wild shit happens to women when they are pregnant. I'm like, and then they survive it. Like even as black women, especially, which I think that they should be highlighted because. The numbers show it. Like when black women die at an exponential rate more than white women do giving birth. So like it's almost like not even that it's a goal to achieve. You are literally putting your life on the line for this potentially to happen. So like I think that it means a lot more. Like and so it's just mother is fire.
I don't know. I kind of feel like if you allow her to get her breast done, is that like a reflection on you? Shouldn't you be like in her ear, like motivating her, like, "Hey, you're still beautiful."
So no, you gotta keep it real.
Yeah. So so it wasn't about keeping it real for me. With my daughter's mom, her tits still look fucking amazing to me. I didn't see much of a difference.
But it doesn't matter how it looks.
It didn't matter how it looked for me. She knew what she looked like prior to.
Yeah, it's her personal body.
Like it's the self-esteem.
It's the self-esteem, and like especially when they do like have that kid, like when they have sometimes some women go through like depression, the postpartum depression that they go through, and then like there's not really much you can say. You can say, "Oh, you look beautiful. You're doing great. You're a great mother." Whatever. They're just not trying to.
It don't matter.
They can't hear. You can't hear it in that moment. Like,
it don't matter. I mean, for me, like right now, I don't have no kids, so we just be practicing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, shout out to practice. So like, I always wondered, like, because y'all have kids, obviously. So when she's pregnant, like, is pregnant sex that much
better?
Is it that much? They say
I remember it being great because the shit is still wet, but it's super wet when you're down there. But we didn't have it that much because we did a lot of arguing. So
you had trouble.
I missed my opportunity.
I think it was more so weird for me when, especially like get to like the 8 month, 9 months. Now
you like, hitting him in the head.
Hello, baby.
Crazy story. I fucked the woman that was pregnant with somebody else's child.
God damn. That's your child.
That's that filthy threesome. Oh man, that is wild.
But
yeah,
I mean, I guess sex is good when you're pregnant. I guess it's supposed to help dilate and the prostaglandins.
Oh, it's good for the woman.
Like prostaglandins in the semen. Like it helps to dilate and all that shit, contractions and shit. So
but for me, I was like, yo, this shit is lit because there's no way you can get pregnant again. So like, so you can safely shoot the club up and like, this is great.
That gotta be great. Yeah,
this is a 100%. You will not get pregnant because already.
Well, it's not any different.
No, not for me.
It's the same.
Nah, that shit's weird.
You probably can't turn her over.
It's a fucking heel right next to you. Like you don't want to lay on top of the belly. You know what I mean? That shit's weird. Like
you gotta hit it from the back.
No man.
But if she gets on top, like you said,
then how much can a pregnant woman do? And then her hips are already expanded and shit.
Oh,
like it's just too much going on. It's like
it's tough. It's tough, but it's not how the stories tell you. Like, oh, this is so amazing. It's the best. It's euphoric. No, it's not. It's cool. It's cool. Not, you can't get pregnant again. That was the best thing for me.
Pelvis goes out of place and shit.
Oh, okay.
Pelvis.
Damn, man. Shit. But I mean, mothers are great. Mothers are like, that's why we want to appreciate our mothers. Like, appreciate even your baby mamas. Like, even if you're not on good terms with them, like it's a day to just set apart. It's one day. It won't kill niggas. Like,
true.
You know what I mean?
So let me ask you: do you guys hold your mothers on to a higher pedestal than you would your fathers?
The mama's boys will.
Like who would you credit, more with, you being who you are now or raising you.
Raising, that's such a tough question. Yeah. I would say equally, but a day-to-day situation where like hourly, it'd be the mom. Okay. You know what I mean, big decisions always came from the father. Is how I felt, or like the discipline came from my dad. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So my mom couldn't handle me. She was like, "Hey, go to your father, whatever," and he'll discipline me however he thought was fit. But day-to-day stuff, mom, can I have this? Dad, you know what I mean? It's always mom. Can I have this? Mom.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that. I mean, yeah. For me, it's like, who would I credit for raising me? Like, I mean, like you said, like you said, like your father's not normally, but mainly at work. So your mother is who you are with.
Most of the time.
So it's like when I saw my dad, it was like, yo, I gotta make sure everything is lined up. I got good grades. I got this.
Right. That's the first thing you're gonna ask about, like, how you doing in school?
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, how you doing? How's school going? School good? All right, peace. I gotta go to sleep because I gotta go to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With your mom's like, hey, school's not so good. I'm failing chorus. I'm failing band.
She's the one calling the school. Hey, how's he doing in school? Looking at the grades, like
they come to the PTA meetings and shit like that, or beat you at school, like, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
And see, for me, it was slightly different because my mom was both. So like, my mom would be like, she's trying to like, shit, ain't no sleep, nigga. Like, you gonna go to work most of the day and then come home and then still try to, like, you know, you guys get as much work done and try to be invested in school at the same time. But she's good. She's a hard worker. Shout out to her.
Yeah, man. And to me, like, with that example, it's like, that's why consciously, whenever I have a kid, I don't want to be that dad who's always at work.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, even though I'm providing for the house and
making sure everybody's like, good financially.
Yeah, like, I don't want to just come to basketball games, graduation, fucking, you know, starting school, ending school. I want to be there. Like, I don't want my wife to have a one leg up on me.
Yeah, right. It's crazy you say that because I remember growing up. That's exactly what it was for me. Even with my mom to an extent, because she worked, you know, she had her career, but she also was very like busy in the church, you know. So you guys know your moms are probably busy as hell in the church all the time.
Busy as heaven.
So I remember like I played sports, and my dad, I know he wasn't coming. He had 2 jobs.
So like games and stuff.
Games, football games, and even when I was awards assemblies, my mom, it got to a point where I just didn't want them to come anymore. Like, I got so used to them not being there.
Kept crying.
Nah, they weren't crying.
Which is fine.
I just got comfortable with them not being there.
Yeah.
So, especially because, you know, I know when mom and dad come, they both gonna speak Yoruba. They gonna be like, oh, you got everybody looking at you like, bro, what you going on, bro? Like,
that's when you was ashamed.
That was never ashamed, but it was just weird for me. But no, I remember, like, I said to this day, which is why I'm so hands-on with my daughter, you know, I don't want to be the parent that's so caught up on, you know, financial gain working that I'm not available
for her where she really
you get what I'm saying?
Because you can't get that time back
at all.
Like, we could work ourselves into the ground. We could work, try to get as much money so they could live this lavish life. But how much is that life worth if you weren't really there? You know what I mean?
And a lot of kids they don't care for it. Like, I know growing up, a lot of the things that my dad was trying to provide for me, I didn't care for that shit.
Right.
You know, I just wanted to. I wanted him to be there and say, "Oh, you know, good job."
Uh-huh.
Throughout, I played basketball since elementary school.
You never played basketball in your life.
I played. Hey, you know better. I played basketball since elementary school. I think my first time playing, I was in 3rd grade. Up until high school, college, I graduated from Northern.
Not one game he came to.
Not a single fucking game. And I didn't cry about it. Again, I think later on in life I got used to it.
Was your mom there?
No.
Oh.
So, you know, her thing was she was always tied up in church. You know, so
which is good.
Fuck that. But
you
know, but at the end of the day, I do wish that, you know, things were a little different. So like, you know, like you said, you want to be able to balance everything. You know, you want to be able to work, provide, but also be there. I think that's the most important part.
For sure.
I think I'm actively learning that now. Okay. You know what I mean? Especially like with Rachel now, because like I'll become the disciplinarian and then go to sleep. So like you'll see the grades, you'll come home late from work, you'll see the grades, you get on her, go to sleep. And then like the child only kind of like sees you as like the only when she's exactly this is the only trouble. This is when daddy so you haven't built a real friendship relation, not really friendship, but like a bonding relationship as much to even for her to even listen to what you're saying. You know what I mean? So I've actually like quit a lot of positions that I was taking. So I don't work I come home every night at 5:00 now. You know,
Right,
just to make sure. You feel what I'm saying? Just to make sure, like,
because family's important.
Sit down, watch a movie, figure out what she likes to do. You know what I mean? Start the after school activities. Be there. You know what I mean?
And I think that's the thing with our parents, because they've tried. They literally tried the best that they could. Right. And like, absolutely. We know that like just paying for everything and just providing and keeping a roof over our head,
that shit don't work.
It's not enough. Like, not that it doesn't work, but it's just not enough. Like, that's not all there is to it. And I think us knowing that made us, like, you know, or will make us like what we are, the fathers that we are. Everything that you did have or you didn't have is what you're gonna like put out to your kids and try to like, you know. So
I totally agree with the situation, that
the scenario, right?
That you're learning to unlearn. Right. Because growing up is like, I saw my father as a father. I didn't see him as a human being. Like, right. He had his own life before me. I just saw him as like, okay, he's here.
That's dad. That's it.
Yeah, and that's what he is.
My mom was always at home, so I know, like, okay, this lady kind of funny. This lady's super dramatic. She's aggressive. She's not aggressive. She can cook. She don't like to cook this. She doesn't make this well. She does this well. So I saw her as a whole person. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when my dad saw him, was like, damn, nigga walk in the door. I can hear his footsteps right now coming up the stairs. God damn, hard damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just saw him as like it
was a different perspective
thing, but not like
right.
But then later on, I was like, oh wait, you had other women before my mom? Yo, tell me about that shit, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
And then boom, boom. So but yeah, well, my mom is. That's a guy. I never asked my mom if she had other dudes. Would y'all feel away if your mom had other dudes?
So my mom told me when she met my dad, she was a virgin. I'm like,
it's possible.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, she probably met him.
It's different in Nigeria too.
No, my mom. Yeah,
they probably met him in the 70s, 80s.
I think maybe like the 70s.
70s. Yeah,
and so I agree. I mean, I believe
it's possible. Yeah,
I understand that side of her. You know, like mom. To this day, I'm like, mom, you be getting that niggas on head, like
what?
Like, I mean, imagine as a father. I know that men are still sexually active. You know, imagine me being 60.
My father is never. As soon as he had the last kid, they ain't had sex no more. Period.
If that's what you think, you live a crazy life.
My mom told me. I don't know. The Nigerian artist Fela, probably the biggest artist of Nigeria ever. He had something called the Shrine, where he had like all his wives. My mom's cousin was one of his wives. So she told me like her and the cousin would go to the shrine, party, and just like meet men and talk to men. And the cousin was one of his wives, so she wasn't allowed to speak to other men.
They was partying.
They was partying. Yeah. This was like during this probably like the 70s, where there was like everything was happening, having a good time.
Nigeria,
I could just imagine my mom. This is exactly what I'm thinking. Like, imagine like a big old. Like well, the shrine was like, it was like bigger than a house but smaller than an auditorium. So let's say a convention. I don't know, like Omega Center,
right?
Okay.
And boom, you there's partying. Obviously, probably drugs there. I don't know.
Just mixing and mingling, turning up.
So when you said like, did your mom ever give your dad a head? I'm like, one, I don't. Wow, that's weird. But two, it's like, I'm just thinking my mom like being an active woman before she met us. Before she was an old boy. So like she had her own life.
Her own,
true.
You know what I'm saying? Like
experiences.
And it's like, as we get older, like we learn things. Like like even like my grandparents. Like when we used to go to Nigeria when I was in 3rd grade. When we used to go there, I used to ask them like stupid stuff. Like I used to ask my grandpa like, "Yo, why you never wear a wedding ring and shit like that?" And like, and then it wasn't until I was like 18 that I learned that they had other kids before they got together. They had 8 kids together, and they have kids already. Like my mom has step brothers and sisters, and like, so I think as you get older, like you learn that like, wow, you guys were humans before you became my parental robots.
Yeah, and it's funny because that's how it is with my grandparents. Same thing he just said. Like my grandfather on my father's side, my paternal grandfather actually had other kids from other women.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, shit, Dad, like, why aren't you moving like this? You know. But I also realized my mom too. She wasn't letting that shit happen.
This is wild. This is wild, dog. What the fuck?
What?
I mean, it was just something that went through my mind. I mean, I just thought to myself, you know, but that's what made my mom a strong black woman. My dad could never try that shit with my mom.
Oh, okay.
You know, like, at the end of the day, you know, it's sometimes what you accept. My mom was just a different breed. Like I said, to this day, right now, she runs the household.
Right.
We're also in America too. Culture is a little bit different.
Yeah, but like, shit, it's a lot of wild situations going on.
No, for sure.
You know what's funny? Speaking to that, like I'm thinking, like, would it hurt you more? Who would hurt you more if they cheated on the other? Would you be more upset if your mom cheated on your dad, or if your dad cheated on your mom?
That's wild.
I think if my mom cheated on my dad.
Yeah, I think it would hurt me more.
I just can't understand. As a man, I know the
that comes with that.
Well, no, not even that. Like, I know what men go through on a daily basis when you see a fat ass or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just know that you can slip up.
So if your dad did it, be like, all right.
He been a nigga. It's hard. I get you.
But he just hurt your mom.
Yeah, I feel you. But as a man, I still be like, damn, it's sad. You shouldn't have did it, but I could understand. Like, talk to me. What happened? Mom did? I has no excuse.
If mom did it, you got to understand, like, your whole virtue is just gone. Like, it's out the door. And then on top of that, you got to look at it like this, too. When women do that, it's more of an emotional thing, you know. Like,
right.
It's cheating.
That's something that your dad is lacking.
And maybe, but if my dad's doing it, I'm saying I'm giving him the okay, nigga. No, but I know that niggas fall weak sometimes. You know, bitch walk by, she got a fat ass, and she like, hey, African Mandingo, you know, he might stick him. I can understand that. They throw it at you when you're African, dude.
This guy is amazing.
Do tell.
If an old girl, that'd be wild.
To spread your legs to another man.
Like,
how did you do that?
I don't understand.
I couldn't even believe it. Like, even right now, my old girl, because my father passed away or whatever, and then like some nigga approached me at a wedding I went to last year. Like, yo, I think I told you this. Like, I'm thinking about dating your mom. I was like, nigga, who the fuck are you?
I will punch you in your shit.
Get the fuck away from me, man. And then my mom's best friend Tiinka came like, oh no, this is my friend from high school. I'm like, Tiinka, yo, chill. Who that is? And then I was talking to somebody else who lost his dad. He was like, you know, I'm hindering her
growth, or
I don't know. The word is not growth, but it's like she has to evolve. Yes, like for her to like live the rest of her life in some kind of peace. She don't have to date this nigga, but she has to entertain the idea that I'd be okay with it. Does that make sense? Like, she has to feel desired by somebody.
Right. She's a woman.
She's a woman.
She's a woman.
Somebody has to desire her. It makes her feel valuable. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking like,
so did you get over it?
Is she in the clear now?
Fuck that nigga. I'm still not with it. I'm not for it. I'm not. Yeah. If you're listening, my mom be listening. I'm still not for that nigga. This was 2 years ago. So we gonna suffer together. You know what I'm saying?
While you go home to your wife.
Yeah, and I'm gonna enjoy her.
Oh shit!
Sorry. No, but if my mom did, I mean, if she was really serious about the nigga, then maybe. I think she just wanted to feel like attention.
I personally, I've always wanted, because my mom been single for a long time, right? And I think she tried to date a few times, like you know how niggas be, like they try to take kids out to the movies because you date the mom, like
I don't know how niggas be.
I'm Uncle Willie.
No, shit like that. But like, I know niggas that try to date her, and I asked her that one day, like when I got older, I asked her like, yo, why didn't you never try to like date anybody? She's just like,
remember Atunde?
No, just shit like, I wish that I wanted to wait until you guys were off on your own and y'all was good, and then I would like do that. I didn't want to introduce any like variables that made like harm the dynamic.
That's tough though.
Yeah, she cool. So she kind of gave up her own like, because life, she's a woman. She gave up her own life for her kids. So the like
sanity of y'all.
So So just to not risk it, because niggas are crazy, niggas are wild, niggas be like, people do wild shit. So it's like to not even introduce that factor as a potential risk, like so.
And that to bring that back to the original point of like why you should honor mothers. I think mothers do that more than men do. Sacrifice their lives themselves for their children. So
not all of them, but
so you should text your child's mother, yo.
At the very least,
yo.
Yeah.
Here's a Starbucks gift card.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just some tea.
It don't got to be extravagant. It don't got to be nothing. Just something that this is not what I normally do, but I'm setting this apart to
acknowledge. Just to acknowledge you.
Yeah.
Because it's like, damn, if your mom, it's like, oh, mom, I thank you for giving your life up. But you probably was like, oh, you could have dated him. But at the time, you'd be like, how dare you?
What the fuck is this? Exactly. Like, what you got going on?
Yeah,
like, don't let your own relationship with the mother get in the way of her relationship. Like, you are praising her for the relationship with the child.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And what she does for the child. So,
of course. Yeah.
So, I mean, shit. You know what this is? Happy Mother's Day.
This is Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Take care, y'all.
Guys or ladies.